Hello everyone, welcome to my channel LifeScience with Nivedita. So this is KSET LifeScience 2024 question paper solutions video. So I got many requests to solve this question paper. So this is LifeScience question paper, that is paper 2. Okay, so this is B1 version. Some other peoples will get some other version, that is question paper version. So based on the version, the question number will be changed. Okay, so just go through the questions. So in this video I'm following this B1 version question paper. Okay, so now without any further delay, let's get started. Okay, so now the question number 1, the development of specialized cell types is called what? Option A, specification. Option B, determination. Option C, autonomous specification. Option D, differentiation. Okay, so here the unspecialized cells is converted into specialized cells. Okay, that is to carry out distinct functions under specific conditions. Unspecialized cells are converted into specialized cells. For example, stem cells, which is unspecialized cells. So these stem cells are converted into muscle cell, okay, and sex cells, blood cells, like this, etc. Okay, so here the conversion of unspecialized cells into specialized cells, this particular process is called as differentiation. Okay, the development of specialized cell type is called differentiation. So here for the first question, option D is the correct answer. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is second question. Yeah, stem cells in the early embryo capable of generating all the structures of the embryo are called what? Okay, so here stem cells, in last question itself we discussed that is stem cells is a unspecific cells, that is unspecific specialized cells, then it has to convert into specialized cells. So here the embryonic stem cells come from the embryos, right? Here embryo is there, that is come from the embryonic stem cells. So which means they can divide into more stem cells or can become any type of the cells in the body, right? So here these embryonic stem cells can divide into any type of cells in the body, example muscles, sex cells, blood cells, whatever. So here this that is the structure which is generated into all the structures is called, right? So here that stem cells is called as uh, pluripotent stem cells, okay, which will gives rise to some other, that is all the structures is there, right? So that type of stem cells we called as pluripotent stem cells, which means they can divide into more stem cells or become any type of the cell in the body. So here the answer for this question number 2 is option C, pluripotent stem cells. Okay, so now move on to the next question. In mammals, the vitelline envelope is a separate and thick extracellular matrix called what? Okay, so here the answer for this option, answer for this question number 3, that is zona pellucida. Okay, so this zona pellucida has play essential roles in the oogenesis and fertilization and also in the early development. So this is option D is the correct answer for the question number 3. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 4. In plants, the second sperm cell fuses with a multinucleated somatic cell to produce the what? Okay, so here in the fourth question you can see usually in the normal condition in the plants, one sperm cell fuses with an egg. Okay, one sperm cell fuses with an egg which will form a zygote, right? So if one sperm cell is fuses with the egg, that will form a zygote, and a second sperm cell, that is another sperm cell, which is fuses with the two polar nuclei. Okay, which is fuses with the two polar nuclei. So that will develops into endosperm. Okay, so that will develop into endosperm. So if the one sperm fuses with the egg, that will form zygote. If the second sperm fuses with the two polar nuclei, that will form the endosperm. So here, usually in the plants we called as this particular process we called as double fertilization. Double fertilization. So during the double fertilization, what happened? Three nuclear, that is multinucleated somatic cell will produce. So here this multinucleated somatic cells is called as a, one second, yeah, that is triploid endosperm. So here the question number 4, option C is the correct answer. Okay, that is triploid endosperm tissue is formed. It's also called as double fertilization. So somehow like this structure formation takes place. Once again, yeah, like this polar nuclei. So here three, yeah, this like this. This is the triploid endosperm formation. Okay, so here for the question number 4, option C is the correct answer. So now move on to the next question. That is question number 5. Yes. Okay. So question number 5. In Dictyostelium, a tip arises at the top of tight aggregate and bends over to produce the migrating what? So here, the answer for this question is option A, that is slug. So how slug? Because usually this Dictyostelium is facultative multicellular organism. Okay, so also called as a cellular slime mold. So this cellular slime mold, which consists of two phases in its life cycle. When come to the life cycle, it consists of two phases. One is the growth phase, okay, and another one is the differentiation phase. Differentiation phase. Okay, so in the differentiation phase, usually which will form the fruiting body. Okay, so that fruiting body will produce the spore. This spore will undergo aggregation. Okay, so after the aggregation, the mound will form. So after this mound, the tipped aggregate, that is tip formation, takes place. So after this tip, one that one development takes place. So this is what called as slug, that is which will bends over to produce migrating like this structure. Okay, usually in the tip it is somehow like this structure. Okay, so from the tip it has to convert into slug, that is bends over to produce the migrating. This structure is called as what? That is slug. Okay, and anyhow it consists of growth and differentiation phase. So these phases is called as differentiation phase, and this spore undergoes some separate phase. This is called as growth phase. Okay, so here the question is about after the tight aggregate, that is the tip aggregate. Here you can see it is and bends over to produce the migrating slug. Option A is the correct answer for the 5th question. Okay, so now 6th question, that is this one. What determines the specification of different cell types in Drosophila? Okay, so here some signaling factors are there which can direct the cell fate and tissue development. So that signaling factor we called as a morphogens. Okay, so here morphogens is the correct answer for the question number 6. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 7. When individual leaves arise from each node on the stem of a plant, it is called what? Okay, so here usually when come to the stem of the plant, like this, for example, let me show this diagram. Okay, so here the just read the question. When individual leaves arise from each node, you mean each node individual leaves will arise on the stem of a plant. Okay, this is the stem. This will node. So in the particular node, individual leaf should be arrived, not multi leaf or some other leaf. Okay, individual leaf should produce in a particular node. So this is stem. So this is node. In each node, this is the leaves. Okay. So here, this is node. This is leaf. So here, when individual leaf arise from each node on the stem of a plant, so this type of formation is called as alternate phyllotaxy. That is the formation of leaves in the stem. You can see it is alternate, right? Here, and also here. Okay, so this type of phyllotaxy we called as alternate phyllotaxy. So that's why the answer for this question number 7 is option B, alternate phyllotaxy. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is eighth one. The tissue that produces a signal that changes the cellular behavior of the other tissue is an what? Usually the first component is inducer. Okay, so here which will changes the cellular behavior of the other tissue, and the second component is responder. Okay, inducer first receive the signal, inducer. Okay, and from the inducer it has to respond. The second component is responder. Okay, so here the tissue that produces signal that changes the cellular behavior of the other tissue. Here the answer for this question is, that is option B, inducer, because not all the tissues can respond to the signal being produced by the inducer, but here the inducer will produce the signal, okay, for the tissue. But sometimes inducer will respond sometimes, but sometimes it will not respond to the signal which is received from the inducer. So that's why here option B is the correct answer. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 9. Yes. Okay. So, question number 9. Which of the following is not the major factor contributing to wet water potential during plant growth under normal conditions? So, this question is based on the water potential. Usually the symbol of the water potential is what it is. This one. Okay. So, here option 9, solid potential, that is also one of the factor. Hydrostatic pressure, yes, this one also one of the factor. Gravity, yes, this is also one of the factor. But temperature, here just read the question. Here not is as means which is not involved in the, which is not a major contributing to the water potential. Okay, so that's why option A, temperature, is not a major factor which is contributing to water potential. So that's why option A, temperature, is the correct answer. Okay, usually for which one, that is solute, this one solute potential, which will to maintain the osmosis, and anyhow pressure, hydrostatic pressure is required. It is more potential energy in a system, that is higher the pressure potential. Okay, so usually this water potential formula we have to write like this: water potential is equals to the sum of the solid potential, pressure potential, and also gravity. So that's why temperature is not involved. So that's why option A is the correct answer. So now the next question, that is 10th question. Chloroplast distribution in chlorine-chemical cell is governed by blue light sensing phototropin 2. When the cells are exposed to high intensity blue light, the chloroplast are what? So here the fate of the chloroplast is asking. So here usually what happen, phototropin 2 is also called as phot 2, which will mediates the avoidance response and counteracts the phot 1 action under highlight environment. So when what happen, when there is a blue light sensation takes place in the high intensity of blue light in the like this, for example here leaf. So what happen means the chloroplast will move to the side walls like this. Near to the side walls, the chloroplast will move because of the high intensity of blue light. So that's why for the 10th question, option B, move to the side walls is the correct answer. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 11. Yes. Which one of the following photoreceptors play a role in circadian rhythms and perception of daylight? Okay, so here the answer for this question, that is based on the circadian rhythms and perception of daylight, that is option A, cryptochromes. Usually these cryptochromes are photoreceptors that regulate the entertainment by light of the circadian clock in plants as well as animals. Usually two types of cryptochromes are there, that is called as CRY1 and CRY2. Okay, so here option A, cryptochromes, is the correct answer for the question number 11. So now the next question, that is question number 12. Exposure of dark grown seedlings to ethylene results in triple response. Which one of the following is not a part of triple response? So here, not. We have to choose which is not, particular statement for this question. Okay, so here option A, thickening of shoot, option B, horizontal growth of the epicotyle, decrease in the elongation of epicotyle, rapid unfolding and expansion of leaves. No. So here, when the dark grown seedlings to ethylene results in triple response, thickening of a shoot is also one of the response, horizontal growth of epicotyle is also one of the response, and decrease in the elongation of epicotyle is also one of the response. But here option D, that is rapid unfolding and expansion of leaves, is not a triple response in the ethylene hormones. Okay, that's why option D is the correct answer for the question number 12. Okay, so usually which is response to the mechanical stress, this triple response is there, right, which is response to mechanical stress. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 13. Okay. Yeah. Nitrogen gas is reduced to ammonia during nitrogen fixation. Which of the following compound is necessary for this process? Okay. Usually, when come to the reaction, that is conversion of nitrogen into ammonium. Okay. So nitrogen and also protons and electrons, so which involves 16 ATP. Okay, so this will convert it into, that is which is the process called as nitrification. Okay, converts into ammonia, NH3, and hydrogen, and 16 ATP will convert it into ADP, which gives rise to 16 phosphate. Okay, so here for this thing, for the conversion of nitrogen gas into ammonia, that is during nitrogen fixation, here nitrogen fixation takes place. So which is the which compound is necessary? So here ATP, option C, ATP is necessary for this nitrogen fixation. Okay, you can see here 16 ATP is converted into 16 ADP, which will gives rise to the conversion of nitrogen into ammonia. Okay, so option C, ATP is the correct answer for this question number 30. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 14. Following are some of the statements regarding phytohormones. Okay, that is ethylene regulates abscission, gibberellins do not play any role in flowering, and auxins and cytokinins promote cell division. Overexpression of cytokinin oxidase would promote the root growth, and abscisic acid inhibits root growth and promotes shoot growth at low water potential, and abscisic acid promotes leaf senescence independent of ethylene. So which one of the following combinations of the above statements is correct? Okay, so here ethylene regulates abscission, correct, and gibberellin do not play any role in flowering. This is wrong because gibberellin play a role in flowering. Okay, So option 3, auxins and cytokinins promote cell division, correct. Overexpression of cytokinin oxidase would promote root growth, no. So option 5, abscisic acid inhibits root growth and promotes shoot growth. So here it will not promote shoot growth, it will inhibit the shoot growth. And during the low water potential, which will inhibit the shoot growth, not promotes the shoot growth. That's why this is also wrong. So this one, abscisic acid promotes leaf senescence independent of ethylene. Correct. Okay, so here 136, 136 option A. Okay, so correct answer for question number 14 is option A. 1, 3, and 6 options are correct. This option A is the correct answer. Okay, so now move on to the next question. That is question number 15. Okay. So question number 15, that is, which one of the following compounds is normally translocated in the phloem? Okay, usually xylem transports water and mineral salts from the roots up to the other parts of the plant. So while phloem transports the sugar. So here, which sugar? That is sucrose sugar. Okay, this sucrose sugar as well as amino acids between the leaves and other parts of the plant. So that's why option B, sucrose, is the correct answer for the question number 15. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 16. The Krebs cycle in respiration yields to. So here, that is energetics of Krebs cycle is the question about. So usually when come to the Krebs cycle, that is the components, that is citrate, cis aconitase, isocitrate, CCI, okay, oxaloacetate, alpha ketoglutarate, okay. So next, succinyl CoA, succinic acid, okay, fumarate, malate, okay, then that is oxaloacetate. Okay, so here that is this is one trick which I used to remember. Okay, that is CCI, OK, SS, FMO. That is in between these things, what happened, NADH, FADH will produce. So here in between iso, once again, in between isocitrate and alpha ketoglutarate here. Okay, so here what happened, one NADH is produced, okay, and carbon dioxide will release, okay. And also in between alpha ketoglutarate and succinyl CoA also, that is dehydrogenase enzyme will act here also, one NADH is reduced, okay. So then here also one carbon dioxide will release. So next, between succinyl CoA and succinic acid, that is succinyl CoA is converted into succinate, right? So here what happened, one GTP will synthesize, okay, that is GTP is converted into GDP, okay. So next, that is succinate to fumarate, okay, succinate to fumarate, what happened, one FADH2 will produced, okay. And next, after the fumarate, that is malate to oxaloacetate here, okay. So here also one NADH will produce. So this is how you have to remember the respiration yield. So here just calculate these things, which contains 1, 2, 3, 3 NADH. So where 3 NADH, just find out where, yeah, here 3 NADH and 1 FADH2. Yes, 1 FADH2, correct. And the next one, 1 GTP. Yes, 1 GTP is produced here, 1 GTP, and 2 carbon dioxide. One is between isocitrate to alpha ketoglutarate. Okay, so here just remember I just add O. Okay, so then between alpha ketoglutarate to succinyl CoA, another carbon dioxide. So 2 carbon dioxide, 1 GTP, 3 NADH, 1 FADH2. Okay, so this is the Krebs cycle yields. That is option D is the correct answer for this question number 60. Okay, so it's very easy. Just with help of some tricks and mnemonics, you have to remember. Especially for this MCQ type of questions, you have to remember like in a trick form, not like theoretical form. Okay, so now move on to the next question. That is question number 70. Okay, so yeah. Question number 17. The changes in lung volume can be measured by. So usually it is a diagnostic device, okay, which is used to measure the amount of air you are able to breathe in and out. Okay, so the device is spirometer, which is used to find out to measure the changes in lung volume. Okay, so here option D, spirometer, is the correct answer for the question number 70. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 18. That is renin functions as an enzyme to convert. So here the function of renin enzyme is the question. So usually, angiotensinogen is a precursor, okay, which is the precursor of angiotensin that will produce by liver to angiotensin 1. Okay, so that's why the correct answer for this question is option C. Okay, sorry. Okay, so question option number C, that is angiotensinogen 2 angiotensin 1 is the correct answer. Usually it is a precursor of angiotensin 1, okay, that will produce by the liver by the enzyme renin. Okay, so option C is the correct answer for the question number 18. So next question, that is question number 19. The tissue capable of converting chemical energy into heat. Okay, so usually which is helps for the burning of fatty acids to maintain the body temperature in the polar regions, and not to maintain the body temperatures in the polar bear's body. One adipose tissue is there, that is special adipose tissue. The name of that adipose tissue is called brown adipose tissue. Okay, option B, brown adipose tissue, is the correct answer for this question, which will converting chemical energy into heat to maintain the body temperature. That's it. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 20. Yes. So dash gland secretes an alkaline fluid that neutralizes the acidic vaginal secretions. So here, this one, prostate gland is secretes a slightly alkaline fluid which will helps to neutralize the acidity of vaginal tract. Usually the function is like to prolong the lifespan of this sperm. Okay, if it is maintained the alkaline condition, like in the in the slightly alkaline fluid, which will neutralize the acidity of vaginal tract, right? So this prostate gland will help for this, and the function is to prolong the lifespan of this sperm. Okay, the option B, prostate gland, is the correct answer for the question number 20. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 21. So reduced oxygen delivery to the kidneys stimulates secretion of hormones. So here, which hormones will makes the detect the low blood oxygen, that is reduced oxygen delivery. So the answer for this question number 21, is erythropoietin. So usually this erythropoietin will helps make RBC, then RBC deliver oxygen to tissues, and when kidney cells detect low blood oxygen levels, they increase the production of erythropoietin. Okay, so that's why option C, erythropoietin, is correct answer for the question number 21. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 22. Okay, so here the question based on the ECG. In ECG, the QRS complex represents, so first write down diagram. Okay, waves. First one is the P wave, then that is, yeah, like this, T wave. So here Yeah. So this is the P wave. Okay. This one is Q. This is R. This is S, and this is T wave. So usually this P wave indicates atrial depolarization. Okay. And this QRS indicates ventricular depolarization, and this T wave indicates, that is, ventricular repolarization. Okay, so P, that is atrial depolarization, and QRS, this wave, that is ventricular depolarization, and T for the ventricular repolarization. So in this question asked about QRS complex, so that's why ventricular depolarization in the QRS complex, that is option B is the correct answer, that is ventricular depolarization. Okay, so this is about ECG, which is coming under which one, human physiology or animal physiology unit. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 23. Okay, so the point on the retina at which the optic nerve leaves and through which blood vessels pass in the optic disc is called what? So usually one spot is there in the eye which is called as blind spot. That is what? Okay, so which is photoreceptor cells are not present in this region, hence it is called as blind, because there is no rods and no cones are there. So light falling at this spot does not form any image. Okay, that's why it's called as blind spot. So it is just the region where the optic nerve passes through the optic disc, that is out of the eyes. Okay, that's why this is blind spot, that is option C is the correct answer for the question number 23. Okay, so now the next question, that is question number 24. Stress relaxation response is an inherent property of what? That is which can tense and relax and has greatest elastic property. Which one? That is smooth muscle. Option C, which has having the stress relaxation response, that is inherent property of this smooth muscle. So that's why option C is the correct answer for the question number 24. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 25. Which of the following statement is correct? So this type of questions will take extra time because you have to read all the options and you have to choose which one is correct. So here first find out this question whether they are incorrect or correct. That's right. Okay, so now read one by one. Option A, both penetrance and expressivity are qualitative concepts. No. So both penetrance and expressivity are quantitative concepts. No. Penetrance is a qualitative concept and expressivity is a quantitative concept. No. Penetrance is a quantitative concept and expressivity is a qualitative concept. Yes, so option D is the correct answer. That is penetrance, that is which explains the quantitative concept, and expressivity is a qualitative concept. So here penetrance means the percentage of individuals of a given genotype, and expressivity means it is the extent of a given genotype. So that's why this is quantitative and expressivity is qualitative. Okay, so option D is the correct answer for the question number 25. So now move on to the next question, that is question number 26. Yes. So Angelman syndrome is caused by, usually this Angelman syndrome is caused by the deletions. Okay, so in that deletions, the particularly micro deletions, that is the micro deletions, chromosome 15, that is maternal chromosome 15 is missing there in the Angelman syndrome. Okay, so option D, micro deletions, is the correct answer for the question number 26. So now move on to the next question. Anyhow, the time consuming question. Choose the incorrect statement. We have to choose incorrect, not correct statement. Okay, about Robertsonian translocation. That is 27. Okay, so usually this Robertsonian translocation is a special class of translocation that is where chromosomal rearrangement takes place. Okay, so here incorrect we have to choose, right? It is the centric fusion of the long arm of two acrocentric chromosomes with loss of short arms. Correct. um, that is the carrier will, option B, the carrier will not show any abnormality until reproduction. Correct, the carrier will not show any abnormality until reproduction, because once it is reproduced, then only it will show some abnormality. Okay, so that's why this is also correct. Reproduction may result in trisomics or monosomics. Exactly, it is when reproduction takes place which will leads to trisomies like Down syndrome and all. So next, option D, Robertsonian translocation involves only in chromosome 17, 18, 20. No, it involves in chromosome 13, 14, 15, 21 and 22. So here the chromosomes number are not correct. So that's why option D is the correct answer. Anyhow, option D is wrong for this question, but they are asking the incorrect statement. That's why option D is the correct answer for the question number 27. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 28. Okay, anyhow, match the following. It is very easy to match. Okay, even though if you are not getting any two or three, if you are knowing any one particular thing, you can match easily. Okay, some tricks you have to use, that's it. So now match the following. Epistasis, okay, uh, pleiotropy, okay, inhibitory factor, duplicative factor. Okay, so one gene affects multiple apparently unrelated phenotypes, so that is called as pleiotropy. So B1, where B1 is there, B1, option B. You can see none of the B contains option number 1. So okay, it's okay. Let's move on to the next option. One of the dominant genes inhibit or suppress the expression of the other dominant gene, which is called as inhibitory factor. You can see the inhibit here also, inhibit here also. Inhibitory factor is the only thing which can able to inhibit the dominant gene and suppress the expression of other dominant gene. So C, that is option 2. You can see C, option 2. We're getting the answer. So next, masking of effect of one dominant gene by the other gene, that is epistasis, the masking. Epistasis, a third one, okay. So last one, dominant forms of both genes either alone or in combination produce same phenotypic expression, that is duplicate factor. So here based on the matching, option B is the correct answer. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is based on QTL. Okay, so who coined the term QTL? That is quantitative triad loci. So usually this quantitative triad loci is defined as a region of the genome or locus of gene that is associated with an effect of an quantitative triad. Okay, so this was coined by the scientist Gelderman. That is option C, Gelderman is the correct answer for 29th question. So in 1919, this QTL term was coined. Okay, option C is the correct answer for question number 29. So now move on to the next question, that is question number 30. Okay, so question number 30. Which of the following is not an example for sex limited inheritance? Okay, so so here, which of the following is not an example? We have to remove the not question, which which is not involved in this particular question. So option A, premature baldness. So usually this is sex limited inheritance. Yeah. So next, genes for milk production in humans. Anyhow, this is sex linked, because premature baldness only takes place in men's, not in women's. that is sex limited. So genes for milk productions takes place in women's, not in men's, that is also sex limited. And some type of white forelock, that is white forelock is nothing but uh, so usually this is a congenital absence of melanocytes in the affected areas of skin and hair. This is also a sex limited inheritance, that is congenital absence, which is rare autosomal dominant trait is characterized. Okay, so the last one, that is absence of upper lateral incisor teeth. So here, uh, this one, hype, which is called as the absence of upper lateral incisor teeth, is called as hypodontia, which is a result of a single dominant gene. So that's why option D is not a sex limited inheritance. Option D is the correct answer for the question number 30. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 31. Okay, so which of the following is an example of incomplete dominance? So here, the incomplete dominance example is option B, flower color in snapdragon. So usually in the flower color in snapdragon, which one? Red and white, which is crossed, which will gives rise to incomplete dominant color, that is pink color. For example, you can see this is red, which is crossed with the recessive color, that is white. Here red is the dominant. So if it is law which will follow the law of dominance, it has to produce the red color, but accidentally it will produce incomplete dominance color, that is pink. Okay, so here partially expressed and resulting in an intermediate color of different phenotype. So that's why option B is the correct answer for this question. So now next question, that is about codominance. Okay, question number 32. Codominance is the condition in which there is, so joint expression of both alleles is homozygote. No. Joint expression of both alleles in a heterozygote. Correct. Option B, that is joint expression of both alleles in a heterozygote, is correct answer. Dominant of one allele due to presence of another allele, no. Alteration, no. So option B is the correct answer for the question number 32. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 33. So question number 33, which one of the following structures are formed due to the adaptive radiation? Okay, so here adaptive radiation, that is the phenomenon by which a single ancestral group of organism diversify rapidly, that is resulting in the development of homologous structure. So here answer for this question, the question number 33 is option C, homologous structures. Okay, so next question, that is question number 34. So this is based on the cladogram. So I have doubt in this question because I solved, but I'm not sure, because I I am getting option 3 is the option C is the correct answer, but I'm not sure. Okay, so we have to wait till final key answers. When can we have to compare this, that question number 34. But in my point of view, I solved the thing, but I think it was a mistake. But option C is the correct answer in my point of view. So in future, when final answer keys were released, no, so we'll check. Okay, this one is in under confusion. So now move on to the next question, that is question number 35. Okay, question number 35. So plants forms symbiosis with different groups of soil fungi called mycorrhizum. Which one of the following statement is not correct? Okay, anyhow, mycorrhiza is a soil fungi, so which is from the symbiosis. So which is not correct. Here we have to delete the incorrect one. So vesicles are produced by air vascular mycorrhizal fungi. This is correct. So Hartig net is a intraradical structure. No, it is intercellular hyperstructure. Okay, that is intercellular hyphae structure. So hyphal coils in orchid mycorrhiza are called pelotomes, correct? Um, Actino, Actinomycorrhiza forms arbusculus, correct? So here option B is not correct. That is not intraradical structure. That is intercellular hyphae structure. That is where Harting is for. So option B is the correct answer for question number 35. Okay. So now move on to the next question. That is question number 36. In which Indian state are mangroves mostly found? Okay. So here the mangroves are mostly found in the West Bengal. That is option D. Okay, that is in the West Bengal. 42.45% mangroves are there. So next to the West Bengal, which is followed by the Gujarat, which has 23.66% of mangroves in this Gujarat state. So next, after this, Gujarat, Andaman and Nicobar Islands consist of 12.39% of mangroves. So the highest one, that is West Bengal, consists of 42.45% of mangroves were found. So option D is the correct answer for question number 36. So now move on to the next question, that is question number 37. Which of the following criteria are essential to designate a region as a hotspot? So if we to designate the region as a hotspot, it should contain some criteria, right? So option one, it should contain at least 0.5% or 1,500 species of vascular plants or endemics, correct? So it should contain more than 500 animal species. No. It must have lost 70% of its original natural vegetation, correct? Its vegetation area should be more than 1,000 square kilometer. No. So option number 1 and 3 are correct. So here where 1 and 3, that is option B. Option B is the correct answer for this question number 37. It should contain 1,500 species of vascular plants as endemics, and it must have lost 70% of its original natural vegetation. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 38. The principle one fungus, one name came into existence from which of the following dates? So usually the principle of one fungus and one name came into existence, that is after 1st January 2030. That is option C is the correct answer for question number 38. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 39. Buffer zone is a part of which of the following in situ conservation method? So usually buffer zone is the area that surrounds the core areas where nature is conserved. Okay, so where nature is conserved is in the biosphere reserve. So here option A is the correct answer for the question number 39. That is buffer zone is a part of biosphere reserve. It's coming under in situ conservation method. Okay, so this is about question number 39. So now move on to the next question, that is question number 40. Okay, so imperfect fungi is a group represented by fungal species which have usually imperfect fungi belongs to class Deuteromycetes. They are called as imperfect because sexual reproduction is absent in these forms. They reproduce only by sexual spores, which is called as conidia. Okay, so that's why which is called as imperfect fungi. So here answer for this question number 40 is option D, unknown mechanism of sexual reproduction, because reproduction takes place by sexual spores, which is called as conidia. Okay, option C is the correct answer for question number 40. So now move on to the next question, that is question number 41. Arrange the following ecosystems in descending order of NPP, that is net primary productivity. Okay, First one, that is okay, alpine and tundra, desert, tropical rainfalls, temperate rainfall. So based on the net primary productivity, that is in the ascending order we have to, I know. Form. So first one is temperate, sorry, tropical rainforest. So tropical rainforest, which consists of 2200 NPP. So after this tropical rainforest, that is temperate forest, which consists of 1300, which is less than tropical rainforest. So after this temperate forest, that is alpine and tundra, which contains 140 NPP. So after this, the last one is desert, which consists of 90 NPP. So here the first one is temperate forest, that is 4. Okay. So after this temperate forest, sorry, first one is tropical rainforest. First one is tropical rainforest. So next temperate rainforest, alpine and tundra, at the last desert. So just match this thing with the options. It is option D, right? Option D is the correct answer. First three, that is tropical rainforest, then temperate forest, then alpine and tundra, at last desert. So here option D is the correct answer for the question number 41. Okay. So now move on to the next question, that is question number 42. Which of the following is not a qualitative character of a community? Qualitative character. Okay, not here. Which of the following is not? We have to pick up incorrect one. Okay, so 42. So abundance, yeah, it is a qualitative character. Phenology is also a qualitative character. Then physiognomy is also a qualitative, but this dominance is there, right? This is not a qualitative, but it is quantitative character. This is quantitative character. So here we have to choose the incorrect one. So option D is the correct answer for the question number 42. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 43. Yes. What is the criteria to select biodiversity hotspots in the world? So, for the to select the biodiversity hotspots in the world, some criteria are there. So, in this criteria, we have to select which criteria is selected. Okay, so maximum number of threatened plants, no. So maximum number of threatened plants and loss of original habitat, no. Maximum number of endemic flower plants, yes. Maximum number of endemic flower plants and loss of original habitat should include the maximum number of endemic flowering plants as well as loss of original habitat. Okay, option D is the correct answer for question number 43. Okay, so now move on to the next question, question number 44. Nudation, invasion, competition, reaction, and stabilization are the various steps involved during the development of what? So here, this is the developmental, steps which is involved in the succession, ecological succession, that is plant succession stages, that is nudation, invasion, competition, reaction, stabilization. So all these steps are involved in the plant succession. Okay, option C is the correct answer for question number 44. So now move on to the next question, that is question number 45. Which of the following is not? We have to select the incorrect one. Not a popular theory of climax concept. So here, the climax pattern theory, which is recognized as a variety of climax governed by responses of species population of biotic as well as abiotic condition. Okay, so here the last one is climax as vegetation, which is not heteroclimax theory. So here, which we have to find out, which not a popular theory of climax concept. So monoclimax theory is also popular. So climax pattern hypothesis is also, and polyclimax is also popular. But climax as vegetation, which is coming under heteroclimax theory. that is climax as vegetation. So this climax as vegetation, that is heteroclimax theory, is not a popular theory of climax concept. That's why option B is the correct answer for question number 45. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 46. Okay. Which of the following is not a factor which affects the density of population in a given habitat during a given period? Okay, so here natality, mortality, immigration, age of population. So natality correct, mortality correct, immigration correct, but one more is emigration, not age of population. That's why option D is the correct answer, because here we have to find out incorrect. So instead of immigration, age of population is this. So that's why option D is the correct answer for question number 46. Okay. So now move on to the next question. Which of the following is not a feature of energy flow in an ecosystem? So here also we have to find out the incorrect one. Okay. So option A, the energy captured by autotrophs does not revert back to solar input. Correct. So at each tropic level, there is a progressive increase in energy. No, here at each tropic level, progressive decrease in energy takes place, not increase. Okay, so that's why this one is incorrect one. That is option B. So due to one-way flow of energy, the system will collapse if the primary source of energy is cut off. Absolutely, if a primary source of energy is not enough to further one, there is a cutoff takes place in primary source itself. It's collapse. Okay, so a lot of energy is lost during metabolic reactions coupled with unutilized energy. Exactly. Okay, so option B is not a feature of energy flow. So that's why option B is the correct answer for question number 47. Okay, so next question, that is 48. Which of the following statement is wrong? We have to find out the wrong one here, that is about ecological pyramids. Okay, so pyramid of numbers may be upright or inverted. Correct. Pyramid of energy may be upright or inverted. No, actually pyramid of energy is always upright, always in the upright position, like this. Not inverted one. This is inverted one, this one. Okay, so pyramid of numbers may be upright or inverted, none of this, but this pyramid of energy is always upright, it is not inverted. Okay, so pyramid of biome is also upright or inverted. They are the graphical representation of different tropical levels. Exactly, these ecological pyramids are the graphical representation of different tropic levels. So that's why for question number 48, option B is the correct answer. Anyhow, for this question, this is wrong, but option B is the correct answer for question number 48. Okay, so now move on to the next question, that is question number 49. Okay. Theory of inheritance of acquired characters is stated in which theory of inheritance of acquired characters are states, that is in the Lamarckism. Option B. The acquired characters are passed on to the next generation, that is explained in the Lamarckism theory. Option B is the correct answer for question number 49. So next one is the 50 question. Yeah, we reached off century. So that is the term evolution was first used by anyhow, that is Darwin. Okay, so Darwin is the one who used the term evolution, that is in 1858. In 1858, Darwin was first used the term evolution. So option C is the correct answer for question number 50. Okay, anyhow, we reached half of the question paper. So I think if I continue with this video itself it will become lengthy. So part 2 of this particular 2024 life science question paper solving series will released soon. Okay, we'll upload soon part 2 video. This is part 1 of it, so just wait and watch. We'll upload soon. I think this video will helpful to you to solve your questions, just like answer key. I'm not sure, sometimes till final answer key will release you have to wait, but in my point of view, I go through some books, I go through some research papers, such as research articles and all. I find out the answers. Okay, so if you like this video, hit the like button. If you find this video helpful, just comment me. It makes it motivates me to do more video like this. And that's it for today's video. So part 2 of this particular video will upload soon. Okay, so thank you for watching.